Yay, we are live and I'm recording here and right there. So I have a backup. So if you see me looking off into la la land, trying to make eye contact with everyone, because I feel like that brings in connection. I'm all about connection. I'm all about integrating. Hello. Say hello if you're joining live. Thanks for joining. We're going to jump in today. Normally I do this on Wednesday mornings, testing out Tuesday afternoons to see if that's easier for others. So today's topic is actually going to be broadcast for a podcast episode as well, which is Courageous and Free with Jacqueline Mack. So if you haven't checked it out, jump over to iTunes. There is so much there. I lead a lot of my episodes like a masterclass. So grab a pencil and a pen and take notes because there's a lot of integrative work. There's a lot of activations, which then you can go embody because that's what it's about. Knowledge is only power when we embody and do something with the knowledge, right? So let's jump into today. Today is all about need, want, desire. We use those words all the time interchangeably. And it's time that we talk about the dirty little secrets, the energetics around those words. We use them interchangeably without even thinking about it most of the time. If you're one of those people, raise your hand, it's okay. I still do the same. But we can be aware of how we use those words. And when we use those words, we start to empower ourselves at a whole nother level. We start to activate what's even possible at a whole nother level. So let's talk about the actual definition first, because I want to get that out of the way so we can just really dive into the good stuff. When we think about how we use the word, for example, need, the definition of need says require something because it is essential or very important. I need help. That is a really good way to use the word need, right? But we don't need to say, right? The word need in ways that isn't really relevant, right? There are needs that we need to think about and utilize in different ways. Our basic needs, for example, is a great way to talk about clothing, food, water, oxygen, shelter, and things that we just need support, need help, need to set boundaries because this is not acceptable anymore. So that is need. But what with the word need means something's missing. We lack. So with that is an energetic attachment of lack. When people say you need to go do this, or you need to get up and work out, or you need to eat these foods to hit your goals, or you need to invest with this person because that's going to make all your dream come true, there's this feeling of like, who are you to tell me I need that? There's this lack energy, right? When you look at it in a different way as a desire, which we're going to get to after we cover want, because there's one more level to this, it opens up possibility. Need is lack, desire, possibility, abundance. Just feel in that for a minute because it's huge. What is the definition of want? Because we don't want to skip over this one. People say they want things all the time. My daughters are 4 and 6 right now. They want, they need. And I always ask, no, what do you desire? And they look at me like, come on, mom, I want this or I need this. They're not ready for that next level. Want is to have a desire to possess or do something, wish for. For example, I want an apple or I want a donut. Those are both wants, right? You don't need a donut. You don't need an apple. Any type of food right now, if you're hungry, would be just fine. Need would be food, apple, donut, favorite meal, you fill in the blank. That is what want is, right? So with want, there's this energetic around it, right? That we want things all the time. And we say, we want this, we want that, we want this, we want that. And we talk about manifestation and we talk about what we're attracting into our life based on what we're focusing on, based on what we are desiring at the core, what we know in the core versus know in our head. Our head is very limiting, right? So if you're thinking about how we can desire more and experience more, it has to come from a true desire, not a want, not something that's temporary, right? I can go downstairs right now and get myself an apple. I don't need to, desire it. I've already made it easy, and apples are easy, and I can go to the grocery store. I'm blessed and fortunate to live in a country where certain foods are readily available, right? That's just the way that it is. So when we talk about need, lack, and we jump to desire, abundance, opportunity, there's so many things that we can play with here, because the definition of desire is a strong feeling of wanting. So that word can be interchanged, but when you really want something and you feel it in your bones, you feel it in your gut, that's a desire. And we need to recognize those, because sometimes we're like, what do I feel like I want this here, or want this here? Or, you know, what is it that's pulling me in? What is the energy, the attraction of that? Wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. And in this space, again, is energetics of abundance, of possibility, even if you're uncertain how, because you could be at a certain point of your life, career, right? A lot of us, and this is what I help people do, to live out their truest desires, not just the ones that float around that we spit out into the universe all day, every day. I want this, I want that, I want what. And it's great that you want all of that, because you can have it all. You can have it all without doing a lot more. Now, there are things you're going to activate within you, you're going to integrate, and then you're going to show up in a beingness or a becoming, which I know sometimes blows people's mind. Notice I didn't say doing. Doing, yes, you can hustle and grind and really have what you need: more money, nicer things, more homes, a better job, falling back in love with your 9 to 5, if that's what you desire. You can do a lot. But the ease and the flow and the fun, which I call F it, if you're effing it in life, when you're not happy and you're feeling a lot of resistance because you're not getting what you desire, then what do? You say, F it. This is not what I signed up for. This is not what I want anymore. F it, right? So F it, ease, fun, flow. If it's not ease, fun, and flow, F it. The IT stands for 2 things, well, actually 3 if you want to take it to the next level. At the very basics is being intentional with your time. Intuitive intentional with your time takes it to the next level. But being intuitive means you have to trust your inner knowing. You have to trust your truest self. And if you haven't really tapped into what your truest self desires, what your truest self really, really wants at the core, really wants to have experience in this lifetime, then this might be foreign to you. You might think some of your desires that are really wants are desires, and then you realize, oh, a couple of days later, I don't really desire that. It sounded good in the moment, but I really don't want all of that responsibility, or I don't want to experience that because it sounds like a lot of work, right? And then we get to say, oh, does it have to be that way? Or can I desire that in a different way? We get to choose. We get to choose. You get to choose. I get to choose. At any moment, we get to choose. When things feel great, we get to choose again and keep doing what feels great. The second something doesn't feel good, resistance with a communication or conversation with a friend or a loved one, and we're like, that just didn't feel good. Awareness is key, right? Have some awareness. Open up the communication channels and ask, right? We don't need to be pulling extra baggage around, because at times we are assuming machines. We are meaning-making machines. And this will create problems that have never even existed or will exist. That is just the truth. So how do we dial this all back and attract what we desire more of? Well, have more fun. You'll see I wear a shirt that says, choose happy, choose joy. What brings you joy? Because it's hard to bring in more of the things that feel good when we're focused on the things that don't feel good, or we're focused on the lack and the neediness. I need more of this. I need more of that. I need more money. I need. Even just me saying that, I feel constriction going on in my body, right? So think about the things that you truly desire. Are you taking a stand for them? Whether it's falling back in love with the career path that you're on, and you don't know what took you off the rail of not loving it because you thought you had to do more in order to have more, or to have it all. Because you can be that father and that corporate executive. You can be a mom and build your own business, or you can be a mom and the corporate executive. You don't have to choose or sacrifice one for the other. You really get to choose, but you have to get clear on what you desire. What do you want to experience? How do you want it to be? If you're not clear on how you want it to be, how can you call it in? How can you even recognize it when it's standing in front of you as here you go. Here's what you wanted. And you're focusing over here and I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have it. It's not here yet. I need to keep pulling towards this because I really, really want it, but it's right here in front of you. And you're not taking the blinders off because you're not even clear on what you want or why you even want it. And you're not enjoying the moments, these perfect moments, as my coach says, in this moment, it's perfect moments. This is exactly where you need to be, experiencing exactly what you need to experience before, boom, your next breakthrough. But you have to understand the difference between need, want, and desire. Then you got to get really clear on what you desire. Nothing too big, nothing too small, but tap in and listen to yourself. Meditation helps. Journaling helps. I actually give my clients a lot of journaling prompts that are super simple. It doesn't even feel like work. It's a lot of fun. If it feels like work, it's either because you're new to it or you're doing it wrong, right? And I don't even believe in things being right or wrong, but if it's too much work, don't do it in the moment. Pick a different time, have fun, turn on some of your favorite music, get in the right vibe, tap in and listen, tap in, tune in, turn on that soulful drive that is called living and existing versus just being here grinding away at life. Because I say this in every episode, no matter how much money you make or how little money you make in life, money is a really great tool for energy exchange. It can get some amazing experiences. You cannot buy back time. If you're a bazillionaire or not, you cannot go back and buy back the last 5 minutes, the last 10 minutes, the last day, the last week, the last years of your life. All we have is now, the present moment. And what we choose to do, be, show up as, stand for in this moment. And I'm going to have a couple episodes coming up on how to do this. Once you understand and how clear you are on your desires, how do you stand for your desires? What's going to be required? Alignment, awareness, intentional action, courage, confidence, boundary setting to break through other boundaries that need to be broken through in order to experience what you were designed, your purpose to be here on this earth during this time. Because all we are ourselves and a soul, and we all have the same opportunity to choose. But you have to get clear on what you desire. So as I wrap this up today, I ask you to integrate some work. Go in and ask yourself, what do I desire? And if that's hard, start with, what do I need? Go through your needs. What do I want? Go through your wants. And through that, you'll see things pop up that are like, yes, I really desire that. And it could change throughout your life. Just because you pick one thing or 50 things doesn't mean, hey, if you're joining now, thanks for joining. You don't have to go back. Meaning you don't have to go back and be like, oops, I desired the wrong thing. No, you did desire that. There's no right or wrong in this. You desire something now and it changes in 3 days, or it changes in 5 years, or it changes in 50 years. You get to choose again. This is where I help people every single day. I help multi-million-dollar brands build out what they desire their business to be. They ended up growing so fast, they go off in this direction. It's like, boom, we missed a big opportunity to serve our clients at this level. Help us build this out. I do that every single day. And now I'm helping individuals, because I want individuals to live out their desires, not just multi-million-dollar brands. I want individuals to know that they can do whatever they desire. They can have it all without doing a lot more. I want to help other individuals, busy moms, busy dads, busy people who have gotten caught up in being busy and not productive. And they're like, what am I doing? I'm overcommitted and I want to quit everything. And you can, if that's what you desire, you can. You don't have to justify. You don't have to proclaim. You don't have to just do the things that people think you have to do. Quit shoulda, coulda, woulda all over yourself. Give yourself permission to show up, be your best, do your best, be authentic and in integrity, but please know what you desire. And if you're having some difficulty with this, DM me. I answer my DMs. I'd be happy to send you some journaling prompts. I'd be happy to help you with this, because this is why we're here. We're here to experience what we desire. And then we pass on as a spirit. We move on and our game is over. So are you having fun in this game called life, or are you just hustling and grinding out somebody else's dreams? This is why I always have this on my wall. Live your dreams like a boss. What does a boss do? They show up, they delegate, and they experience everything they want and need to get done as a boss. They own it. They know what to do to make things happen, but it's not just making things happen. It's allowing it to happen. So today I'll send you off. I wish you so much love. So instead of making it a good day, allow it to happen. Allow yourself to have a good day. Have fun. Cancel things that don't feel good. Add in things that do, and figure out what you want and say F it to the rest. If it's not ease, if it's not flow, if it's not fun, and if you're not being intentional with your time, F it. Just F it. And meet me back here either on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and I'll be happy to share so much more. Mwah! Sending you so much love.